What's up, guys? I've got some good tips for you today for towing, fuel economy. Done a few big trips over the years, towing my big van. And I've got some really helpful tips that can save you up to 4-5 litres per 100 kilometres on your towing. Most of these I don't really see online. I've watched a few videos and yeah, they haven't really mentioned a lot of my top tips, so here we go. Number one, make sure your car's obviously been serviced in good running order, same as your van. Check your brakes on your van, make sure they're all working correctly, make sure your electric brakes are working properly, make sure your handbrake's adjusted correctly. If it's too tight, it can start to drag when it gets hot. And also obviously tyre pressures on the van. I usually run mine on about 45 psi cold. Rear of my car about 45 psi, probably front's 40 when I'm towing, but you know, to be honest with you, the tyre pressures don't make that much difference compared to my number one top tip. But anyway, got to keep everything in good working order. It's a good place to start. Number two top tip is it's all to do with your speed. When you're towing a van that's got a big ass front on it like this, it's pretty square on the front there. She's like towing a parachute. So the faster you go, the more fuel you're going to use. If you're sitting on 100 compared to we'll say 80 k's an hour, if you're sitting on 80, you're going to probably use at least 2 litres per 100 less than if you're sitting on 100. And it just, the faster you go, the more you use. So if you want to save a bit of fuel, just slow down a little bit. That's a good start. Obviously you don't want to piss everyone off by going too slow, but just, yeah, it's up to you. As long as you're driving safely, then you know, that's all that matters really. But my number one top tip, this one is a good one. This one is going to save you 4, possibly even 5 litres per 100, and it's just so simple. It's all, like I said, it's all to do with the wind, the drag. If you slow down, you save fuel. But my number one top tip is convoy it. You don't want to be the guy in front though, because if you're the guy in front, you're going to be getting the full fuel bill. But hey, if you can sit behind someone safely, not too close obviously, and kind of get that slipstream behind them, then you're going to save a big amount of fuel. For example, you know, a bit of a headwind, if I'm sitting on say 100, I'm going to be probably chopping through 18 litres per 100, maybe even 19. As soon as I go behind someone, behind a road train, another caravan, bus, just something tall that's going to kind of block all that wind, instantly, boom, 14.8 litres per 100 the whole trip, as long as I'm behind them. But obviously, keep it safe, don't be too close. You've got to make sure you can stop in time in case of an emergency. Make sure your brakes are working on your van properly so you can slow down just in case. And keep a safe distance so that you know you're not going to run up to the arse of someone, because that just isn't going to be safe whatsoever. So keep it safe, you know, but convoying is the way. Keep behind someone, save fuel, you'll be right. Lovely.